Hey, my friends, got a question for you. Can you make today a personal growth experience? Check this out. Before you confront someone over an issue, stop and examine your motives. Ask yourself a couple of questions. Is your goal to help or humiliate them? Ask yourself, would you approach things differently if you weren't so personally involved? Are you confronting this person to make yourself look better? You see, cutting someone else down in order to lift yourself up is, to me, the lowest form of ego gratification. I like what this poet Kahlil Gibran said, to be little, you need to be little. Don't do it. It's nothing but a sign of insecurity. Do you know that commitment to continual improvement is the key to reaching your potential and being successful? You see, every single day, you can become a little bit better than you were yesterday. And it puts you one step closer to your potential. And I believe that you'll also find that what you get as a result of your growth is not nearly as important as what you become along the way. Hey, I like to do a lot of reading. One of my favorite authors is John Maxwell, and in his book called The Success Journey, and I'll leave a link for you to that book in the description box. You know, he talks about a story of a Spanish composer cellist named Pablo Casals, and that during the final years of his life, he had a young reporter ask him, Mr. Casals, you're 95 years old and considered the greatest cellist that ever lived. Why do you still practice 6 hours a day? Well, Mr. Casals' answer was, I think I'm making progress. That's awesome to me. That's the kind of dedication to continual growth that you should have. People who reach their potential, no matter what their profession or background, think in terms of like improvement. If you think you can hold your ground and still make the success journey, you're mistaken. As the great General George Patton said, always take the offensive, never dig in. I love that. The only way to improve the quality of your life is to improve yourself. Let that sink in for a second. Hey gang, watch this video to the end for me, and I'll put a link to another video that I did called Learning and Growing Every Day. I believe it will help you get, some of the results that you might be looking for if you're wanting to learn and grow a little bit more every single day. Hey gang, I'm Mark Heidt. Welcome to Hit the Mark today. I really appreciate it when you leave me some comments about the different topics, and I really do welcome them, and I like it when you share your wisdom and your hope messages with our group on ways that you hit the mark every day. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and share button for me. That just helps our channel grow. So let's keep to this growth topic, and let's keep it going here a little bit. So don't allow your critics to break your stride. Don't give credibility to the opinions of a critic. Then don't give more credibility to them than you would to the encouragement of one of your friends. Before you put somebody else's life under the microscope, stop for a second and examine your own. Maybe you're grappling with the same issue, or just as bad. Have you succeeded where you're accusing somebody else from failing? Boom! Ask yourself that. In other words, have you earned the right to be heard? Could it be that the situation you're dealing with right now is, I don't know, an opportunity to measure your own maturity and make it a spiritual growth experience? We're going deep here, gang. Another factor in your personal growth development comes from the area of your relationships with others. Carefully examine your closest relationships. You can tell a lot about which direction your life is heading by looking at the people with whom you have chosen to spend your time and to share your ideas with. Look around. Seriously. Look around the next time you get together. Look at those people that you're choosing to spend your life with. The values and priorities you learn from these friends really do affect the way that you think and act. If they're positive and maybe dedicated to growth, then their values and their priorities will encourage you and reinforce your desire to develop yourself. Let me encourage you again. Look around. Do it the next time you're with the people that you're choosing to spend your time with. Now, I want you to remember, my friends, it's not always comfortable to associate with people who are ahead of you in their growth. But really, it's always profitable. At least it is to me. Again, let me say, just look around you. Undoubtedly, people who could help you grow in one or more of the areas you want to develop. Just try to cultivate those relationships with them. But don't think only in terms of what you can gain. Always bring something to the table, my friends. You really do have to make the relationship, like they say, win-win, or it's not going to last. It's just not going to last. Okay, let's go. You ready? Dedication to growth not only enlarges you and it increases your potential, it also motivates you. It begins a cycle of growth that, if you think about it and if you continue it, it just leads to further and more extensive growth. And that leads to a more fulfilling and productive life. Aim, if you dedicate yourself to personal development, there's just no telling where it will lead you in your life. All right, fire, my friends. If you dedicate to personal development, like I just said, I know one thing for certain. It can take you only up. Or you could go up like this. If you haven't already, get started today. Right now. Make growth your main goal in life and be prepared to climb higher than you believe possible. Hey, I know a great way to start new growth. Go see. All right, Mark, I give up. What does that mean? Well, go, as you know, just means to take action and move. And see, well, that's the acronym for S, speak, E, encouragement, E, every day. That's it. Go see, go, S, speak, E, encouragement, E, every day. I promise you, my friends, if you do that, you'll really be able to see some positive change happen in your life. Now, remember I mentioned a little bit earlier about a video that I did called Learning and Growing Every Day. Well, click right up here. Do it now. I'll leave a link also in the comment box for those of you that watch Hit the Mark Today videos on other social media platforms. I really do believe it will, it will help you get some results you might be looking for if you're wanting to learn how to grow every day a little bit more. I like to say success is measured in inches, not miles. Move an inch today. All right, last thing, let me encourage you to pick up a copy of John Maxwell's book called The Success Journey, the process of living your dreams. Again, I will leave a link for this book in the description box. And I promise you, this book that is, it's just so full of wisdom. It really will help you hit the mark today.